Hello, my friend, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Daily. My name is Aaron Machbitz. The question that's on everyone's mind right now is, will Cody Rhodes turn heel? Specifically, will he turn heel at SummerSlam? So I want to share something Cody Rhodes said directly, and then we'll discuss it. So if you see here, Cody Rhodes directly was talking about turning heel on Busted Open Radio. Cody Rhodes says the discussion about him turning heel only exists on Twitter, but says never say never. And here's the direct quote from Cody Rhodes. Well, one thing I've noticed about that is it only exists on X. And it's like a deep discussion. It's a deep discussion, and you never say never in wrestling, but plenty of people, they've got the capacity for the light and the dark. But I don't know. I don't know if we're on that road within the time I have left in my wrestling career. Who knows, though? You never want to say never. And that was a direct quote from Cody Rhodes. Yes, a little jumbled, but of course he's on a podcast, so everything's not as fluid and as perfect as, you might like, but you can understand what he's trying to say there. First, he says that the only discussion about him turning heel is happening on X or in the internet wrestling community. And that's an absolute lie. Of course, WWE backstage is discussing whether or not they should turn Cody Rhodes heel. Just like they had the discussions about John Cena. Yeah, it's not the same level, but Cody Rhodes is the top babyface in the country. He had a heel run back in the day when he was with Legacy and Randy Orton, so maybe that's sort of the common thread there, but I just don't think it makes sense. Yes, Cody Rhodes has done some, heel-ish things to try and keep his title or win matches, whether it be against Kevin Owens or whatever the case may be against Randy Orton, using the turnbuckle, all of those sorts of things. Those are, yes, heel, quote-unquote, tactics, but it's a sort of blurred now because you're trying to do anything you can to win, to get your championship back, to win King of the Ring. Right, to keep your championship, whatever those cases might be. And so I don't think the discussions are only on X. It's not just between us wrestling fans having the discussion about Cody Rhodes turning heel. WWE, the writers, the owners, Triple H, Cody Rhodes, they're all having these types of discussions if this would be the right moment to turn Cody Rhodes heel to give that boost. I mean, we've seen Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins interact a couple times where really nothing has happened. So they're planting that seed that Cody Rhodes is going to sort of turn on John Cena, double turn on Randy Orton, and then join Seth Rollins and company because maybe he thinks that's the only way he can get his title back. Will we ever see The Rock back? If we ever see The Rock back, could Cody Rhodes now come to the point where he does want to sell his soul to The Rock, join John Cena, and potentially then turn on them to get his title back? There are a lot of options, but the only discussions that are being had are not on X. Fans are not that smart to know what might happen. Of course, there's being internal discussions about it. And then Cody Rhodes makes a good point about the light and the dark, right? That's what wrestling is about. It's about narrative. It's about storytelling. It's about the hero and the villain going at it. And I think Cody Rhodes is still on his hero's journey, and it's going to culminate at SummerSlam. Maybe not fully. We saw the culmination of his actual story against Roman Reigns last WrestleMania ago, WrestleMania 40, and now fans felt a little off. Felt a little dissatisfied with the way Cody Rhodes and John Cena ended at WrestleMania 41. I think we're going to get the satisfactory ending that we need at WrestleMania 42. I believe it's going to be Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk versus John Cena, potentially versus Randy Orton. I think that fatal four-way or that triple threat match could be great. I don't think we're going to see a Cody Rhodes heel turn on that day. We might see a cash-in, but I don't think the cash-in will be on the men's side. I think the cash-in will be on the women's side with Naomi, and they're not going to do two cash-ins on one night. It ruins the pop that they could get when they could spread it out for multiple PLEs. But I don't think it's Cody Rhodes' time to turn heel, but I do think we will see potentially a Randy Orton heel turn on Cody Rhodes. Back-to-back losses in the King of the Ring, both sort of questionable losses. Yes, Randy was the one that undid the turnbuckle, tried to use the steel chair, got the ref distracted, and then eventually got his rib cage or lat in the turnbuckle. If you've never been in a ring, that turnbuckle is really, really hard and really hurts. He could have cracked a rib definitely on that when he got thrown in there. Try to protect himself. He didn't want to hit his face, so he lifted his arm up to protect his face, but then his rib cages got hit, and then he got hit with the crossroads 1, 2, 3. So we could see Randy Orton come back, want to get some revenge on that, and then we could see this long-term feud of Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. We also know Seth Rollins is always going to be involved because he absolutely despises CM Punk and will do anything he can on the face of the planet to prevent CM Punk from winning the WWE Undisputed Championship. Eventually, those guys are going to meet in a Hell in a Cell, last man standing, I quit type match. And then what's left is John Cena sort of just keeping the title because everyone else is preoccupied. So I think John Cena will still have the championship after SummerSlam. And then moving forward, we're probably going to see, I just don't know. I mean, my pick with Cody Rhodes would be getting back his championship and then having maybe CM Punk win the championship from Cody Rhodes, and then Seth Rollins cashes in on CM Punk. And then all of this is happening, you still have Gunther, the World Heavyweight Champion, who's about to face freaking Goldberg at Saturday night's main event and absolutely squash him and retire him so we never have to see Goldberg again. But the real thing we're thinking about is the sort of the satisfactory ending we might get and still might not get at SummerSlam if Cody Rhodes is thinking about turning heel, if WWE is thinking about turning him heel. I just don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's the right time. We've already had a massive heel turn in 2025 with John Cena. They're not going to do the same thing with Cody Rhodes because baby faces are very important. Cody Rhodes is still very over, and he still sort of needs to finish this one story with John Cena as a babyface. So I just don't think Cody Rhodes will be turning heel anytime soon. Maybe not ever in the time left he has in his wrestling career. But we should truly, truly appreciate the greatness of Cody Rhodes as a babyface because it's so hard to be a great babyface, and he has absolutely done it. So kudos to Cody Rhodes. Give you your flowers for that. Those are my thoughts and opinions there. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Then like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Lots of love. Cheers.